I have the power. Oh, you have the power. Oh, we have the power. Welcome to MOTU Masterverse. I'm your host, Tyrus, and today we're going to dive into the green, man. The protector of the green from the Masters of the Universe side of things. Because, you know, there's two protectors. There's a few protectors of the green. But we're going to stay with this guy right here. You might see another one later in this video. So just a little wink, a little something to tease what's to come. I'm babbling, y'all, but I'm excited. I got just in today my Mattle Creations Exclusive Masterverse new Eternia Moss Man. And I'll tell you, folks, he's one of my most favorite, man. I mean, I tell you, it was just like Moss Man back in the day. You really felt that you was getting something pretty special with him being flocked and him having that smell. It had an outside, you know, evergreen type of a smell to it, if that makes any sense whatsoever, folks. So, yeah, man, I remember that from back in the day. It was really cool. So, you know, as a kid getting Moss Man, I thought I was on top of the world. I remember getting this figure on a Friday night. So school was out for the week, and I got a new toy, and it was Moss Man, and you couldn't tell me nothing. So I'll always hold on to that, man. And but now as an adult, I have a new Eternia Moss Man. You know, judging from the promo images, you know, there's some things that impress me, and there's some things that I wish they would have done differently, and we'll dive more into that. But as you can see, we're treated to this just beautiful box art, the incredible art that we get, whether it be Origins, Cartoon Collection, Masterverse. It's nothing short of phenomenal. I mean, the artist, you know, he does an excellent job of giving us something, you know, just something beautiful each and every time out. As you can see here, we have Moss Man here on the front of the packaging with all the green surrounding him and everything. Looks so beautiful. We have new Eternia on the side here. We got more of the green and everything. All right. Are there any Easter eggs for what's to come? Who knows? We'll see. I don't see anything right now. Then on the side, we have more of the green. All right. And what else we got here? Oh, on the back here, we got Moss Man doing the pose thing. He's posing for the camera, man. He's striking a pose. All right. He looks all types of awesome, man. Looks really good here. All right. Master Universe New Eternia original design inspired by classic concepts of Moss Man. All right. So we got that. Just beautiful colors and designs. All right. So we have this beautiful packaging. And on the top, forgot about that, Masterverse. And then as we open the package, we have more beautiful box art here. Okay, this looks really good. We got Moss Man. All right, and as we take that away, we got more beautiful artwork, okay? Looks really good. I guess is that new Eternia? Yes, new Eternia. Okay, and could that be something that we get in Masterverse form? The new Eternia for Origins is huge, so I don't know, folks. We'll see. Stay tuned. And here we have the one and only Moss Man, the featured character of the video, and looks pretty cool, folks. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. He's on this little, I guess I call it a stage. You know how they have it built? They have the little stage and everything that he's standing on. All right, folks, so let me get this guy out because he's strapped pretty good. And we're going to take a closer look at Moss Man, all right? Hold on, and I'll be back. All right, folks, I got Moss Man out of his little zip ties or whatever you want to call them. And as you can see, I have the little backdrop behind him, and that's another, like, added bonus when you get these Mattel Creations exclusives. You're treated to, like, sort of a little small diorama backdrop that you can place your figure here around, as you can see with Moss Man. So that really works as well. Another thing that you can do too is you can place your figure here like this, and this little box of accessories works as a display stand with your backdrop as well. So you have a little bit of mixing and matching that you can do to display your Moss Man. All right, we'll take a look at the accessories first. That is packaged in the little Masterverse packaging that says Moss Man, Heroic Spy, and Master of Camouflage. All right, so let's see what my main Moss Man is packaged with. All right, so we got some Make sure we got everything, man. I don't want to lose anything. All right, I think I got everything. All right, I got everything. All right, so let's do this. Let me just put this back. All right, and place Moss Man on top box here. And do it like that. All right, cool. So he is packaged with a sword or sort of a knife here or whatnot. So it's a little knife here. I like this design, and I love the color scheme here for the knife. I like that, and I like the fact that he's packaged with something like this. It's different than any Mossman that I've seen. I was impressed with that from the promo art to see that he has some sort of a knife or a small little sword. We're just gonna call it a little small little blade that he's packaged with here to utilize in battle. We are given his mace here, a little bit of a different than what we've gotten in the past with Mossman, if I'm not mistaken here. I like that little spiked mace here that he utilizes. I love the color scheme. It's like a really bright green mixed in with the darker greens and the lighter greens here for his weaponry. So I really like that. The design, nice designs overall. Love the little spike detail here. I got some detail here in the handle as well. So he's staying with that green color scheme. So we got a little small knife or a little small sword here and his little mace here. So he has some options in battle. And then we also have this here. This is I guess his belt, his little Evergreen belt here that he can wear. And then he also has a sheath for his knife here. So you can place that here. All right, really cool. I like this idea for the Mossman. So we got that, and I guess when let's attempt to put this on Mossman. All right, let's do that. All right, so let's see how it looks with this little Evergreen belt. Because I like that little bit of an update that we're giving Mossman with that. So let's see. So we're gonna do that, and then I guess place this little through the hole here. Oh, no. Okay, this is how it goes. Wow. Oh, I don't know if this is like pretty tight. Hold on, let's see. I might have to do this off screen. Hold on. All right, I've equipped Mossman with his Evergreen belt here. Really looks good. I love the detail, the design here throughout for his belt here, decked out in that dark green paint deco here. And then we have his little sword or knife here that's in the sheath. So he houses that within the belt as well. You really can kind of play around with the belt and how you want it to, where you want it placed, on him. I guess I have to move this up a little bit so that you can see the knife or the sword a little bit better. But overall, I really like that idea of giving him some sort of a knife to utilize in battle here, man. That looks really good. So we got that. And then we also are given his little, I guess his power to show off something to mimic his powers. It's I call it the tree branch ability, attachment. I guess I'm giving it my own name. So yeah, this looks pretty good. I wish we'd have gotten more. That's the thing with this figure here. This looks really good. I like that detail and everything. Definitely on point with the green and the designs for this more of a tree branch or accessory to attach to his hand to show off his powers of the green. But I'd like to see more. Maybe some other accessories, maybe that you can attach, and maybe another one for the hand. Maybe something that you can place around him to show off this, like to give him this type of a look here. Maybe some branches, maybe some other things to kind of place around him to play up to his ability. That probably would have drove up the price, that whatnot. But I'm just thinking of just how fun this figure, how much more fun this figure would be if we got more of this. Maybe we should have got maybe attachments, to show off how he's unleashing his power of the green, those various branches, onto his enemy. So I think that should have been something that we would have gotten. That's the one thing that came to mind when I saw this figure is, man, I want more than this. I think we should have got more. Now, the other Mossman that we were given with this line, and that was this is the Mossman from the Masterverse Revelation cartoon. This one here, I think we got more with this one than we got here. And so I know this will actually weigh him. This will weigh him down, but you could use this to balance him. So I feel like you should have gotten more with this deluxe figure. To just add to what we've gotten already with this guy here, because there's a lot to really enjoy with this figure. But I feel like we should need a little bit more to show off his power set. Now, you talking about the figure as a whole, I like the detail and the designs. The face sculpt looks really good. I get 2000X He-Man vibes when I see this Moss Man. And that's the thing that comes to mind. And I know they're coming out with the line for that, but that's what I get when I see this Moss Man. The detail, I mean, it looks really good, man. I love it. It's impressive. The various colors, the darks, the lights and darks of green that's utilized throughout to show off his evergreen look, and everything looks really good. However, folks, I gotta give props to this. This, nice touch. Love this. I love this. I love the little various branches, barks that's growing out from his costume. I like that. Again, it really adds to, his persona of the keeper of the green, a protector of the green. However, folks, I really think that this figure suffers from not being flocked. I really think that's really the history of this figure, is him being flocked. And the fact that he's not flocked, I feel like it takes away from him a bit, because when you think about Moss Man, you think about him being flocked. And he should have been given that evergreen type of a smell to him, to take us back to what we love from back in the day. Though at the same time, he still makes for a really good figure. I really like him. But when I'm looking at him, I'm going, man, they missed the boat. They missed the boat. We should have got a flocked Moss Man. I mean, the designs, everything, this look right here to play off his little gauntlet here looks really good. Love the design, the various greens. It's like a goldish, with a hint of gold in it, green. But man, overall, I like this figure here. I just feel like he should have been flocked. All right, that's what I'm gonna leave it at that. Top to bottom, man. There's a lot to look at and enjoy about this figure in terms of how the detail and everything throughout. Articulation wise, you got them, even with all of the various attachments, the designs, the details and attachments that he has with his costume. You get great articulation with this figure here. Masterverse, I mean, they never cease to amaze me. You still get really good articulation with this figure here. You still have the thigh cut here. You have the boot cut here. Nice articulation in the foot area. I mean, you still get head can go around, but it kind of came off a bit. So you get decent articulation in the head area. Not the best, because again, he has the designs here in the hair. Got to give props to the hair. Love the wash and the designs, this detail that's utilized in that. The lights and darks of green to highlight certain areas. They did that very well. Again, the face sculpt looks really good. Love this face sculpt. Again, this gives me 2000X vibes for Moss Man and everything. So overall, man, this makes for a really solid figure, but I just feel like he just suffers from not being flocked at the same time. So let's test out this, because this looks good. I just feel like we need more, folks. Like, we need a little bit more than this to show off his abilities. All right, but this still looks good. Looks good. I like it. But what if we had more? What if we had another one for the hand and some other attachments to tab into his body throughout, to show off his powers? I think that would have been, that would have really elevated this figure up that much more. But overall, really like this figure, folks. Am I disappointed that I got him? No, not at all. Not at all. I think they decided not to go flocked. Maybe they will do another one. Who knows? We'll see. But I in no way am I disappointed in getting this figure. I knew what I was getting when I got him. Promo images wise, I knew he was not going to be flocked, and I'm impressed. I like the detail. The detail looks really good. I mean, I like it for what it is. You know, I get a Moss Man to add to my Masterverse collection to place with my Masterverse figures. Another figure to check off of my ever-growing Masterverse of figures, you know? So, I mean, it's not a disappointing thing. I don't think of it like that. I just feel like we should have gotten a little bit more when you talk about, you know, a Mattel Creations exclusive type of a figure with a Moss Man who has the abilities that he have. All right, here, and as you can see, folks, I have Moss Man beside the other Keeper of the Green and Swamp Thing. And as you can see, Swamp Thing he's a tall figure, folks. He definitely dwarfs Moss Man, but the two are good buddies, and they're ready to protect the green together for the sake of good. Let's take a look at Moss Man alongside some of his other Masters of the Universe buddies, all right? And here for comparison, alongside our Moss Man, I do have the Masters of the Universe Origins Moss Man that I have not taken out of the package. I'm not sure if I will. This was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. And at one point, they were at Walmart in bunches. But yeah, I have this Moss Man. Will I unbox them at some point? Who knows? We'll see. Stay tuned. But this, as you can see, this is a Flock Moss Man here. But yeah, man, we got old school Moss Man alongside the new school. And alongside Moss Man, I have two other Masterverse Mattel Creations exclusives in the form of Snout Spout. And last but not least, I have the Horde Trooper. And to wrap out our comparison, I have alongside Moss Man some of his other Masterverse buddies, starting with the most powerful man in the universe, He-Man. Then up next we have Cyclone. Then up next we have the newly acquired Tila. Then we have dear old dad, Duncan, aka Man-at-Arms. And last but not least, we have the man who has the Fist of Fury, Fisto. All right, folks, let's get on to the next. All right, folks, that's all I have for this episode. Hope you all enjoyed this review, man. I tell you, folks, I like this Moss Man. I just feel like he needed a little bit more to him, more attachments, more accessories to really play off, you know, his powers of the green. But I appreciate you all. Hope you all enjoyed this review. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? You think that this figure suffers from not being flopped, or do you like it as is? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you've been collecting out there, and do you collect Masterverse? Is this one of your lines that you collect? Masterverse, hands down, one of the best lines out there, man, and it continues to go strong. I have some Masterverse videos coming up, folks, so stay tuned. But man, really happy to finally have this figure within my collection. Maybe we might get another Moss Man. Who knows? We'll see. But I appreciate you all. Be sure to comment below. Let me know what you think about Moss Man. Let me know what you've been collecting. So much going on. But let me know in the comments. Be sure to comment below. Also, be sure to ring that bell for all notifications so you get each and every one of my content pieces as it drops. And also, don't forget to what? You know I'm going to say, right? Yep. Like, share, and subscribe. If you've already done that, I truly appreciate it. Also, be sure to check me out on social media. If you have Instagram and Twitter, be sure to follow me on those outlets. And also be sure to check out my community posts and all. And that's it, folks. That's all I have. Appreciate you all. Thanks so much for tuning in. And until next time, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. And always remember. Until next time, folks. Bye for now.